This was obvious. The attack in Golan Heights was orchestrated by none other than Israel itself. Why would they do this? Well, the reason for that is because they wanted an excuse, a prelude to attack Lebanon. And by attacking Lebanon, obviously Lebanon is going to attack back, and that will have US involved directly in this war. Israel is going ahead with what they planned in the beginning. They have lost the war with Hamas. They have lost the war in every front, including Hezbollah already, because we are seeing Hezbollah is reaching targets well inside Tel Aviv in Israel. But the thing is, this time it is not Hezbollah or Iran who are furious at Israel and what they're doing. It is also Qatar. Qatar has said that the attack on the Golan Heights football field was carried out by Israel. Yes, Lebanon, they want an international investigation, and Egypt also at the same time raising their voices and saying, if Lebanon is under attack, we are going to defend our brothers. This is what Sisi said. Obviously, we know this is a president who is a liar, but that's what he said, that we're going to be defending, we're going to be supporting our brother Lebanon. Let's take a look at this video from Scott Ritter, because Scott Ritter, he basically said that it is impossible for Israel to stand up to Hezbollah. Why? Because Israeli IDF forces, they do not have tanks, they do not have the ammunition, they do not have nothing. They have lost it all fighting Hamas, and they still could not win, and they're not going to win against Hamas, let alone winning against Hezbollah.
Because Hezbollah could defeat Israel on the battlefield.
100%. Hezbollah has equipped itself with tens of thousands of rockets and ballistic missiles, many of them of the most modern characteristics with precision-guided accuracy. Long range, they can hit any target in Israel. And Hezbollah has done two things recently that should wake everybody up. One, they've flown drones over Israel that haven't been shot down. They just published one of those drone images that flew over the Haifa area. And the thing that shocked everybody is that this showed the most sensitive sites in Israel, and that Hezbollah knows where they are and can precisely target them. The other thing is that Hezbollah has recently been using new weapons that are destroying the Iron Dome system, and Israel can't do anything to stop it. So Hezbollah has put a marker on the table that we can destroy all of your missile defense systems, and then we know every place in Israel we want to hit, and we can hit them with any rocket we want. And Nasrallah gave a speech yesterday where he said, if there is a war with Israel, it's not going to be a limited exchange. It's going to be a full-on missile attack that'll last for days, and by the time we're done, there won't be a site in Israel that we haven't destroyed. We will destroy everything. And he also said that this isn't a fight that's going to be happening on the ground in southern Lebanon, that if they go to war, Hezbollah will take northern Israel and the Galilee. This means that Israel, normally we talk about Israel capturing the Golan Heights, Israel capturing the West Bank, Israel seizing Sinai. Hezbollah will seize northern Israel. Israel will lose the Galilee, lose northern Israel physically. Hezbollah will seize it from them. That's the reality of what a war with Hezbollah would look like. So anybody who's out there saying, no, it's time for Israel to stand up to Hezbollah, Israel can't stand up to Hezbollah.
Absolutely. I mean, there is no way Israel can win this war, because Hezbollah, they have fired 100,000 rockets, according to one report, even though I don't know if that is true, but it does give you the strength they have, the military strength they have. Israel is thinking that going to war with Hezbollah is like going to war with Hamas. It's not Hamas. Hezbollah is not Hamas. Hamas, you can stop them for a while, but for Hezbollah, it's a totally different game ball. You cannot stop Hezbollah. They're going to come after you. They're going to go on the offensive, because Hamas cannot go on the offensive. They're in a defensive battle at the moment. But for Hezbollah, it is not a defensive battle. It is not a battle of their own existence. It is a battle of fighting and getting rid of Israel. On the other hand, Israeli cabinet ministers, the war cabinet minister, the monsters, they're suggesting that if we want to destroy Hezbollah and Hamas once and for all, then we have to attack the root cause, and that is Iran. And this is exactly what they're hitting. Iran is going to be under attack by U.S. very, very soon, especially if Donald Trump wins the election. And this is why we have seen Netanyahu meeting with Donald Trump recently and cozying up to him and showing or expressing his disgust against Kamala Harris, who said that I will not be silent. So it all works out. It is all making sense that U.S. is going to be attacking Iran under Donald Trump. Do not be so naive to believe that Donald Trump is not a president of war. He is a president of war. He is even worse than anybody else. He's gonna bomb Iran if he wins the election. And this is what I think Netanyahu also discussed with the Trump, that if you win the election, I'm gonna be helping you. I'm gonna be asking the Jewish lobby to help you, as much as you want. But once you win the election, then I want you to support me attacking Iran. And this is where they're heading to, guys. What we will be seeing in the coming days is going to be nothing but a disaster, because this monster Netanyahu is desperate to save himself. It is not about Israel. It is not about, as Scott Ritter said, it is not about Hezbollah. It is not about Iran. It is about Netanyahu, the Shaitanyahu. He wants to save himself. This guy is up against the wall. He has no way out from this swoggle that he is in with all the corruption charges and all that. He is going to be in prison very soon, and once he is there, he's going to be dead. He doesn't want to rot in hell in this life, because he knows the afterlife looks pretty glim. But anyways, guys, these are absolutely moment and times of challenge and global instability. What will happen in Lebanon will have impact, consequences all throughout the world, and we might see Russia getting also involved, China also getting, they are also already involved. Russia already helped Hezbollah with the rockets. If you do not know, in 2016 Russia helped Hezbollah to get a special rocket that they have showcased in one of the military expedition they had, and Iran is also at the same time helping Hezbollah big time. Now, would Hezbollah have nuclear weapon? That is something people are asking and very, very terrified, especially the Israeli authorities and U.S. military. They're very, very terrified that Hezbollah might have nuclear weapon. Otherwise, how come they're so confident winning war against Israel, and they are targeting deep inside Israel? So it shows the technology they have already at their disposal, which they can use to target Israel and annihilate them altogether, and US will just do nothing. Once Hezbollah has a nuclear weapon, US can do nothing. They cannot protect, they cannot save Israel. It's over. It's game over. It's going to be world war. So things are escalating very fast. We have seen news coming that the war is going to be happening within the next 24 hours. So right now, I do not know where you are, but where I am, it is very, very soon. The war is going to take place. It is already taking place, but it will be a full-scale war where we'll see Qatar, Egypt, they will come to, save themselves militarily and rescue their own country and use military force for that, because once a war breaks out in Lebanon, it will spill over to other countries, and there is no doubt about that.